Well, this is pretty much what takes up my time these days, and how I like to show around so much of what I can do. And last video we sort of like carved out these little cribs, but I think at this moment we're going to start to sand the little cribs, see how we can kind of get them to, I'd say, turn out for the best. And as for a little work in this nativity scene, it's all going to make itself come out a little better to us when we work our way about it to make it so it's going to be so much better for us in the long run, better than what we've seen and what we've done and how we've worked all our lives. And I'd say that this is just one of those many things that we put together for ourselves and make little happy places for us and for others, and for those who want to know who we are, what we do. I say little good work shall make its way to us, and oh, I say shine down on God's glory. Oh, little grace. Oh, little ways of working our way. And how we do this is just one of the things where we're going to work our way about this and make our way come along to where we sort of get rid of all these pencil marks that make the lines. And I'll have so much more to share as we move on. Don't know exactly how work is going to go today, but decided I'd go ahead and take care of this in the morning. Plan to go to the coffee shop this afternoon after I get off work to see my friends, because today is Tuesday, of course, as I record, and they're closed on Monday, so didn't get to go yesterday. And I'd say today was just a really good day to try to get out and do a little more, to kind of see how far we can go and take things a little bit. And then when we get down to all this work, it's just showing us how we sport ourselves and all we can do and make it so we see little better work come in us. There's all this stuff I've got going on, and I'd say for the better ways, you know, probably some things that I'm hoping after Christmas I might be able to do, as far as getting my work on certain markets here and there, and just to try to see how it's going to turn out when it comes time to pay the rent on the markets. And just for the record, just to make the work a little more smooth as it needs to be. And that's what this is all about. Got a little ways to go and work about this and see how this is just going to be a little brighter sunny day for us. Oh, I tell y'all, little mangers are great. Think about how in the winter time the snow is going to fall and sun is going to shine out on it and give us a real pretty picture on the ground. And I say that as for all we do in our lives, we conquer things of the world, and there's just a little pit that comes and goes. And I say that this is just one little thing we have to work on for the better, make it so it's going to be shinier and brighter and smoother, and make it so we're all going to see a little light come into it. I do say that it's time to go down to a lighter grit to carve Mary and Joseph and the shepherds. So this is probably the last script we're going to use of sandpaper on these to try to get it where we can see how they're going to go. And one thing I probably was not sure whether I'd do or not is demonstrate the lamb carvings in the videos, the little lambs that go with the shepherds. And of course there's probably other animals I'll want to carve eventually and demonstrate how we do them, so that's going to be another little work of its own to come along a little later in all that we do. And I say a little shine bright in all we work on and all we make. God bless the work of our hands, and for all we say, I tell y'all that this is just the work we got in us to brighten us and show us grace and mercy and truth. Bless us all indeed. There's been years of our lives when things got to be a little different now and then. They didn't go as we hoped for, didn't go as we expected, but we worked our way about it, tried to make our best little things to sell and make and crafts and all, and you know, just little ways we suffered in life and brought joy to ourselves and plenty others. Oh, I tell y'all, the way a little work shall make us see the light of day, it's just kind of carving up on and sanding on these little nativity figures. Oh, time shall make us see what the future shall hold. I know there's a lot of stuff that goes on in this world. I see a lot of witchcraft go on in this world where people claim they can kind of tell you their futures. I've been at a few craft shows where a lot of that has gone on, and where people were out there promoting witchcraft and practicing it at certain booths and all the things that never led up to what I believe, what I have in my convictions, you know. But it's like there's just different views in the world concerning the lifestyles people live and the orientations, and so I know that there's things I support and things I don't, and that's how we show each other what we do. There are things in life we can't control as far as what anybody else is going to do or say or go about in life, but we know that we can work our way about it and make it so it's going to be shiny light and come on and make the grace of God shine in us and do us how we do ourselves. And oh, little work shall find its way to us and make us see little blessed grace and life and mercy and all. I hear there's certain tours coming back around and people coming back around to do different shows at different times and all, and there's just a lot to learn in life as far as just what it's all going to be when it comes down to you and me. We have to build a better future for ourselves and for many others. There's a lot of things that won't change in time for you and me, but there'll be things that will make the world a better place in the future for many more people who will have to live in it. And that's how I work along, that's how I make my plans, that's how I do my things. And then I say that there's going to be times when we'll work harder and make better plans and make better places of this world. And oh, bright light, see little times where this little work shall come its own way, make us see great things. there's a little time to talk in circles with all we do, and I say for a picture, you know, it's all going to be for the better in life and make us all see grace and mercy and truth indeed. And I tell you all that, oh, what a work of art we have to come. Just got a couple little mangers, got a last little thing to sand on them and make them so they come out really good and neat. I'm thinking sooner or later this might end up being the end for this series, and I say that the work is in our hands. It does this all best for us and kind of make it so we all see little brighter days, brighter nights, brighter things. Bless us all. Oh, a lot of work to come in all we do. Made it all be blessed as us, and I say, and oh, time and get grace and mercy and oh, the ways. One last little grit of sandpaper to go on this manger, and I'd say pretty soon it might be time. It might be a moment when, as of the last time, we can probably put an end to this challenge series, and I'd say have a little more demonstration in our hands for us when the time comes to work a little farther on a few little other things. Don't know if I might want to make the lambs in a separate video or make them separate from this challenge, but it might be time pretty soon to put this particular series to an end and see how it's going to go. And we don't know how the finale is going to be, when it's going to be, what it's going to be like, but I'd say that there's going to be days and evenings when we're going to come on to carve, come on to sand, and do all kinds of things to work our way about all we do. I say, I remember the days when somebody went away, and remember the days when Calvin Grant was around, and even in the guild the other day we were just talking about him and all the things he was to us, all the great friendship he had with us, and all the little ways he kind of spoke with us and made us all see better things, better ways. Oh, all his tools, you know, all the lathes and drill presses and things like that, and all the ways we turned all those pins. It was all just neat. Finally got these things sanded down to where they need to be, and then there's probably going to be a thing or two where I guess we got a little S on the bottom of this shepherd that didn't get sanded off already, so take care of that little step as far as how we go about it and make it so it's going to be the work it is and show how grace and mercy and truth can be revealed in all the work we do. And you know, it's always like how they do around Easter time, that shepherds and lambs sell so well, and sometimes there's going to be a little bit more to show in our work, but I'd say for right now it might be the time when we take this series where it needs to go. I think that I feel like it's getting close to where we might need to stop a while and put some finishing touches on these little figures, and then, you know, and you've already seen what I've done in the video where I take the little thing with the gel varnish and the mineral spirits and mix it together to make the finish. There's probably some previous videos in the series you can look back on to see how I do that. And I don't think we're going to record that this time because we've done it before with a lot of things we've made, and I say it's just a moment when I say that I might just take a little break from carving for a while and probably just come back later and do the lambs as soon as I can. So I want to say that I thank you all again for watching. Take care and stay safe.